Alright, this is Boxing with the Truth, and this is the truth. And I'm here today with professional boxer Rondale, give him hell, Hubbert, who's fighting on August 22nd against RJ Laase for the junior welterweight title, vacant Minnesota state title. And we're going to see what Rondale has to say today about his fight. So, alright Rondale, first we're just going to start off with your name, Rondale, give him hell, Hubbert, correct?
Right.
Okay, can you talk a little louder, Rondale, or no?
Can I talk louder, or can you hear me?
No, a little louder, so it records.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, how old are you, Rondale?
I'm 26.
26?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your amateur record?
I was 42 and 11, I think. I had like 53 fights, so I was like 42 and 11.
42 and 11 or 44 and 11?
No, 42 and 11.
42 and 11?
I believe so.
Okay, and your pro record right now is 6-0 with 1 draw, correct?
Yeah, 6-0, 1 draw.
Okay, in your weight division, it's the junior welterweight?
Yeah, right now that's the one that I'm fighting for the belt in, but I'm going to be competing at lightweight from now on at 135.
Okay, so what is actually your weight division? What have you been fighting at so far in your career, though?
Pretty much 140, 147. My last fight with Jacob Fox was at 135. You know, that was my first time dropping down, and I was comfortable there, so that's why I'm going to stay here.
Okay, so basically you've been fighting at what 2 divisions then? Are you there?
What'd you say?
What 2 divisions have you basically been fighting in your pro career so far?
I've been at welterweight at 147, and then I've been at junior welterweight at 141. I think I took a fight at like 142 or 143 or something like that. And then, then I competed at lightweight at 135.
So, but you're gonna drop down to lightweight now?
Yeah, I'm fighting at 135 from here on out. I'm going to stay at that weight class.
Okay, so what's
But I mean, if when I win this belt at 140, I'm going to keep defending it, but, you know what I mean, I want to stay at 135 pretty much.
So can I put your weight division down at what? Junior welterweight / lightweight or what?
Yeah. I mean, I can make the junior welterweight with no problem, and I'm feeling good. I like the way I perform at 135, so that's always been a plan, to drop down to 135 and stay there. Probably even down to 130, you know, as my career goes on, so.
Okay. So when did you turn pro?
September of 2012. It was actually on RJ's card. He threw a card out there in Superior, Wisconsin. He put me on for my debut. I'm pretty sure I just promoted that card, I think.
Okay. And so what is your hometown right now?
My hometown, usually where I live at?
Yeah.
Yeah, I live in Laase, Minnesota now. I was like in sort of close to Moorhead and Fargo.
Say that again. You live where?
Moorhead, Minnesota.
Oh, that's where you live. That's where you live right now?
Yep.
How do you spell that?
3 hours from the city. Huh?
How do you spell Moorhead?
Moorhead.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's get to the regular questions now. So how did you get started in boxing?
Pretty much, when I was little, about like 16, I think, I got to just trying to, train and doing the little wannabe thing, you know what I mean? Got me a pair of gloves, and then I started going to the Circle of Discipline. I went there for probably like 2 or 3 months, and then I ended up moving away out to Fargo. And then when I went out there, I ended up meeting Jesse Wanamacher. I don't know if you know him. He's doing the MMA thing now, but he started off boxing at Fergus Falls Boxing Club. So he introduced me to Randy Denzel. And he had a rest of history. He got me my first fight about 2009. Amateur fight. So, I mean, I started late, but I mean, I've been real active. I have been like pretty much manage my own amateur career for a little bit. Like, I didn't have a gym or I didn't have a trainer, so I just trained myself, and then, like, I'd see amateur boxing shows being put on or something like that, and then I'd pretty much call whoever was putting the show on and ask them, could they get me on the card? I'd show it myself, and they'd have somebody work my corner. So I think that's really how my name got out there, because they were just interested in this kid who kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting, and I didn't even have a coach or I didn't have a team at all. So
that's kind of unusual too. That you don't have a gym, you don't have a coach.
And I'm just like, I heard you got an amateur show coming up. Like, you know, I box, I got my book, like I have my own amateur book. So I was like, hey, I want to fight. If you could set me up a fight, I'll make it. And then they'd have somebody work my corner. Yeah, it was crazy.
Huh, that's pretty cool. All right, so what do you consider your boxing style?
I feel like man, it's hard. Because me being myself, like when I watch myself fight and I watch video of myself, I never feel like I'm watching the same guy, man. I never feel like, you know, I mean, when I come to fight, though, I know that, man. It's like boxer puncher, period. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I like that title. I like that boxer puncher because I can start off boxing, but if I got a brawl or turn it into a fight, then that's what I'm going to do. You know? Okay.
So what's the one thing that your boxing fans don't know about you yet?
One thing that they don't know about me yet, I think, is that I just don't think they know how much I got, you know, or they don't know exactly how talented I am. Like, I think I get that little nibble where people be like, man, he's an exciting fighter and, you know, he puts on a good show. But I just don't think that they know exactly how much I have to give and how much I'm serious about my boxing career. Like, every time I stand, you know, against these bigger opponents or with better records or with a bigger fan base than me, I'm always looked at as an underdog or a dude who they don't see coming out on top, man. I think that's where I get my fans at. You know, most people that come to watch me, they don't really know exactly who I am, or they heard about me a little bit, and they're coming to support the guy I'm fighting. But at the end of that fight, some of that guy's fans come up to me, and it seems like they my fans now.
You're over there stealing people's fans.
Hey, I mean, once they see me in action, they're like, hey.
So, what's your favorite activity outside of boxing?
Honestly, I think I'm going to have to say, if it ain't boxing, then I'm just, you know, like, I like just relaxing, spending time with my family and stuff. That's a good activity, man. I like kicking back and enjoying the times where I don't have to be trained and running miles and miles and doing all the, you know, the preparation for the fights. I like my downtime, man.
Believe it or not, you're not the only boxer to answer that question that way.
Yeah, just the downtime, you know, being able to relax. I like watching movies. I pass a lot of time watching movies. Man.
Okay, so speaking of that, falls into the next question. What is your favorite boxing movie?
My favorite boxing movie? That's a tough one. I mean, I like the classic. I like Gladiator, that's for sure, Rocky. And then, like, if you want to talk about new ones, then I like The Fighter, you know, Mark Wahlberg. Story on Mickey Ward, I like that story. That was the shit. Okay,
so basically those three are your top ones?
Yeah, that was my top. Rocky, Gladiator, and then The Fighter, pretty much.
Okay, so who is your favorite boxer?
That's obvious. You know who my favorite boxer is going to be, man. You know, this is my generation, so I got to go with Floyd, man, you know?
Yeah, not everybody goes with Floyd, though.
No, not everybody. I mean, as far as, people don't know, but I try to pride myself on my defensive line, you know what I mean? So, I can get real aggressive, but I don't feel like I took too many big shots, and I think defense is what's good with that one, man.
All right, so do you have any superstitions, rituals, or habits that you do before a fight?
I mean, I always say my little prayer, you know, that too. I always just make sure I say a prayer in my corner. And, I don't really wear superstitions or anything like that.
You got any habits?
Habits? Yeah, I think, matter of fact, I think I eat the same thing before every fight after weigh-in, though. I know I need spaghetti and meatballs. I always eat spaghetti and meatballs.
You eat spaghetti and meatballs at the weigh-ins?
after the weigh-in,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
After I weigh in,
All right.
that's ready to be going.
Okay. All right. So how's boxing affected your life?
It's actually did a lot, man. It influenced me to better myself, you know what I mean, just in life regardless. You know, it helps with a lot of discipline and with staying focused and a lot of things that I probably would be okay doing that I'm not okay with doing now because, you know, I'm a professional athlete, so got to make sure I'm staying healthy and staying out of trouble. So, yeah, it's helped with a lot of keeping my life on track.
Okay. So who is the one person that inspires you inside and outside the ring in your life?
One of the people that inspired me inside and outside the ring. I'm gonna have to say my mom. You know, my mom passed away in 2009, and she never got a chance to see me fight. Like, she never seen me fight not one time. So it's always a motivation. I know she's watching down on me now, so she's one of my big inspirations inside and out the ring. I just want to keep being better, keep bettering myself.
Okay, so I didn't have this question on there, but now that you threw that out, if you win that title belt, are you gonna bring that belt to your mom's grave and show her?
Man, most definitely. Hopefully she's watching while she's watching. I know she's watching while it's happening, but most definitely. Her birthday's tomorrow, so yeah, I'll probably go down to the gravesite and, you know what I mean, I'll try to make sure I stay connected with her. She's pretty much a big influence of keeping me going, you know what I mean, just trying to better myself and be more successful.
Okay.
That's what she wanted. She wanted me to do something in my life, so I'm trying.
So how has this training camp been different than any other training camp?
The most mile work, I'll tell you that much. The most miles I've ever put in, I ain't gonna say the most rounds I've ever put in, but I'd say the best rounds I've ever put in with, you know, elite fighters, and I've been able to get in there as far with some of the top guys in the state now, so. Like I said, sparring with Javante, that helped tremendously, man. That was like a big part of the camp. I think I got up with him 2 or 3 times, and we did 8 rounds at a time. I think we did 11 rounds one day, but yeah, that's been some of the toughest sparring that I've ever had, so I had a good person to help me get ready.
Okay, so what does fighting on August 22nd against RJ Laase for the vacant Minnesota State junior welterweight title mean to you?
It's the biggest fight so far in my career. I'm not going to say it's the biggest fight of my life, but as far as in my career, it's the biggest fight so far. I mean, I'm honored. I'm flattered to get the opportunity to fight for a belt to be a Minnesota State champion. And a lot of times I get mad. Like when I'm going into that ring, I got a lot of stuff to prove because they don't believe in us. They don't believe I'm going to win. I don't know how many people actually think I'm going to win, but I know it's not that many people that think I'm going to win. You know, I know my back's against the wall, and I'm standing up against the odds right now. I'm not on the news, or I'm not getting interviews on WCIO and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't get that exposure, and I don't got sponsors and all of that shit. But like, you know what I mean? I put in the work, and I earned it. And like every time I fight, like I said, I think people are gonna see it, and they're gonna start to respect me more. You just look for that. That's what my hat's gonna say. That's what my shirt's gonna say. Respect, because I don't feel like I got enough of it out here in Minnesota. So when I come, I'm coming for some respect. And
so basically, this thing means to you about earning some respect.
Yeah, it's like I wouldn't say that the title is such a big thing. Like I said, I want that #1 spot.
Okay.
Whoever was in the #1 spot, that's what I was coming for. Whether it be RJ or whether it be Marcus or whatever, you know. Whoever was standing in my way, that's who I gotta be. It's like nothing personal. I think RJ's cool. He's a cool dude. You know what I mean? But when that bell rings, man, ain't no friends, ain't no cool dude, ain't no respect, ain't none of that.
All right, so why did you agree to take this fight this early in your career against an opponent with double the amount of professional fights that you have, knowing that he has only 1 loss?
Because it was that time. It's like, if I'm going to keep going and I'm trying to make a splash, it's like, what was the point of waiting? There's no point of waiting. Like, if you heard about the matchmaking and stuff that was going on, I was going to allow Marcus and RJ to fight for the belt. You know what I mean? Like, they couldn't just skip me. They couldn't have fought without me turning the fight down. So I never would have turned it down. But as far as, you know, just trying to beat the best and be the best, that's who I had to fight. That's what I got to do.
Okay.
I just took the fight because I think I'm not backing down from anybody, and I was ranked second, and we the two legitimate people to fight at 140. So why allow somebody else to fight for the title?
So basically, it was offered to you, and why are you going to turn it down? I mean, it's a title shot, and like you said, you want to beat the best and be the best. You got to take the offers that are there.
Yeah, and honestly, because I think I can win.
Okay, well, that's a good statement too.
That's why I took the fight. Every fight I take, I'm not going to doubt myself, or if there's some doubt, like when you ask me about the fight, I feel like it's going to be a tough fight, and Arthur's going to come to fight. And I'm going to get hit, he's going to get hit. But the outcome, I see myself getting the victory. I see my hand getting raised, and I see that belt coming with me.
Okay, so
there's no doubt in my mind that I'm going to win this fight, period.
So why do you think you deserve to fight for the vacant Minnesota State Junior Welterweight title?
I won because I made that splash, you know what I mean? Everybody talking about, oh, I don't have the knockout power, or I don't do this or do that. I like proving people wrong, period. That's what I'm coming to do. I'm coming to leave mouths hanging open, leave people shocked and mad that RJ just lost. So all his fans, I'm trying to disappoint them. That's the point.
Yeah, but why do you think you deserve the shot though? Why do you think you earned the shot?
I earned the shot because I put in the work. I did what I had to do. Like anybody in my weight class at 140, I would fight. Like who else is there to fight in Minnesota? I'm feeling like I made the splash. I got my rank up. I beat an undefeated fighter. I mean, RJ turned down a fight that I took before. So that just shows you, like, you know, where people stand at mentally. Like, he thinks that his experience is going to be what beats me. And I fought a guy with 20 professional fights. Been on HBO, been on Showtime. Never been knocked out. And he had 20 pro fights. And I fought that fight when I only had 3 pro fights. So that just lets you know where I'm at mentally. I'm not turning down a fight. Anybody who crosses me or wants to fight me, I'm going to accept that challenge. I just can't back down from a fight, period.
Okay. So now, RJ has never been knocked down in a fight in the amateurs or the professionals. Do you think you have the power to knock him down and possibly out in this fight?
Yes. It's not just, I'm not going to say no one punch knockout power. That's not the plan. But as far as when two dudes step in that ring and they prepare to go to war, then if it's going to be a brawl and he's going to hit me and I'm going to hit him, I just feel like my chin's been tested. Who has he fought? Who's hit him hard? Who good has he fought? Even in the amateurs, he hasn't fought any national champions. He hasn't fought anybody that won Upper Midwest. Who has he fought? I went toe to toe with Rashawn Owens. He knocked out everybody he fights, and I fought him at 152 pounds and stood in the middle of the ring and traded punches with him. And he's one of the most powerful punchers right in Minnesota, even as an amateur right now. If he was to go pro, he'd still be one of the hardest punchers coming out of Minnesota.
I believe I was at that fight.
Yeah, you watched me go toe to toe with Rashawn, man. Like,
yeah.
It's like I don't feel like he has enough power to hurt me. I fought bigger and better punchers than him.
Was that at Grandma's?
Yeah, I fought him once at Grandma's, and I whooped his ass that day.
Oh.
And then I fought him again for the Region 1 tournament, and then I ended up losing because I think he had my number that day. Like, me and John had started to realize I needed to cut weight and drop down regardless, but I still wanted to. I was damn stubborn. Like, I wanted to fight at 152 when I ain't got no business at 152 or 147 or 141. I should have been fighting 135 my whole career, and then you'd be seeing a decorated fighter that probably went to nationals, won Upper Midwest. Like, if I would have took my career more serious and trained the way I needed to train. Okay,
so how do you feel about your opponent, RJ Laase, as a person and a boxer?
As a person, I respect him. Like I said, like, he gave me my first opportunity to turn pro. He put on my first pro card. So, like, as that, I respect him. You know, he looked out for me. He treated me good when I came up and fought on his card. And never really had nothing. You know, he watched me fight in Fargo out there when I fought that Pittsburgh dude. That guy was talking about he had 20 pro fights, and I took that fight, and that was the only draw I got. You know what I mean? So everything's an experience. I respect him as a person. I respect him as a boxer. For what he did in his career, you know what I mean? As far as that respect for like his punches and who he is and his heart. I don't have that respect for him yet. After we fight, then maybe my level of respect for him will be a little higher. But I just, you know what I mean? I respect like what he did in his career. I know he's not a pushover, but like he got some shit to prove to me in a couple of days.
Okay.
Once he proved that to me,
so
we'll see how I feel about him after that.
what do you think you're going to have to do against RJ to beat him convincingly that there would be no question in the judge's mind that you won?
I need to push him around. He think he a bully, so it's time to bully the bully. You know what I mean? I need to push him around, and I'm going to just enforce my will on him, period. Like, I'm going to want to do what I want to do. I want to make him as uncomfortable as possible and make myself comfortable. Like, if he ain't comfortable brawling, we're going to brawl.
Okay. So if you win the Minnesota State Junior Welterweight title, will you defend it against Marcus Morris first?
Against Marcus Morris first? I don't know. Like I said, that's up to like what John wants to do or whatever. I don't know if like, you know, the first thing I'll do is be trying to defend the belt at 140 because I'm trying to really stay at 135. So I might continue my campaign at 135, and if Marcus wants a shot or whatever, however it happens, you know, or if the money's right or if it comes up, then hell yeah, I would always give him a shot. Man, cool, I talked to him, and like I told him, like we cool outside the ring, but inside the ring is all business. So we could be friends, but then when you want my belt and I want to keep it, we're going to have to fight, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm looking forward to fighting anybody who wants to fight me. However it happens, whenever, like I said, I want 135. So I'm looking forward to Jeremy McLaren and Tony Lee. Like, I'm trying to start to look for the guys that's in my weight class that I want to stay at.
Okay.
So I might start to make a splash in the lightweight division. That's what I want to do. I want to have both of the belts. I want to be one of the first people to have a belt, a junior welterweight, and a belt at the lightweight.
All right, so tell me why the fans should come out and watch the two of you fight for this title.
I think it's going to be one of the biggest fights in Minnesota in a minute, you know. I think probably it's a fight that the fans deserve to see. And like I said, RJ's a good dude. I know he's got a lot of heart, and he ain't a punk. He ain't going back down. And I think the fans going to get their money's worth, and they're going to get a show that they deserve to see. Like, they're going to be left in awe. I know that much. The main event, Hankley, Grand Casino, August 22nd, is going to be something that nobody wants to miss. Trust me.
All right, so describe yourself in 3 words.
Vicious.
Uh-huh.
Vicious. I'm going to just say that. Vicious, mean, and powerful.
Ambitious, mean, and powerful?
I said vicious.
Oh, what did you, what's the first word?
Vicious.
Oh, vicious.
Yeah.
Vicious, mean, and powerful?
And powerful, right now. That's what this camp's been about. Power punching, coming forward, being mean, leaning on them, pushing them around. It's going to be a dirty fight, man. It's going to be, I don't say dirty, it's not going to be one of them. If he thinks he's coming to box, I'm not leaving no fucking room to box. It's not going to be no boxing match. If he thinks he can outbox me, I'm not going to allow him to box. I'm coming to fight. It's going to be a fight. So
I can quote you on that if RJ's coming to box, it ain't going to be a box match. You're coming to fight.
No, we ain't going to do no boxing. If you think he's going to move and jab and look pretty and all that, no, this is going to be an ugly fight. I'm coming in there like damn. Like Brandon Rios, man. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I'm not playing no games.
Okay, so do you have a motto that you live by?
Shit, my name. That's the best motto. I think that's why I love that. I love my ring name, man. Like, I don't know how many boxers actually really love their nickname or their ring name, but mine, I love it. Like, I'm coming to give them hell every time. At the end of the fight, I want him to take a deep breath and be like, damn. Like, shit, this motherfucker just pushed me. He just pushed me, like, further than I ever had to go before. That's the plan.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time, Rondale.
Yeah, thank you. You too. Appreciate it.
And
After the interview.
and the truth has spoken.